Hello, how's it going? Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. And I'm back. Maybe we should kind of back it up a little bit. Maybe so. I want to continue to talk about how we're naturally receiving these messages. I've noticed a lot of times black people, we might want to go down the indigenous train, the people who are very well aware of their natural connection to the earth. Let's keep it there. There are so many messages that come through to us. And just as simple as signs and symbols, and before we had all of these, our electronics to give us signs and symbols, and you to get online and things to show you messages, we were just outside, remember? We were looking at trees, we were paying attention to the weather, we were paying attention to the seasons, we're paying attention to what birds, what animals, what insects are, what are they doing, what are they communicating, how are they living, so we can continue to pick up on our environment and receive the message. So I think, what is it, all the different clairs, um, clairsentient, clairvoyant, clairaudient. I don't remember if there's more, but all of your senses, your five, six senses, you have the hyper awareness of that, right? So if you're a visual learner, not a visual person, an auditory, then that's how your messages are coming through. So I've noticed for me, I get a lot of images and auditory signals. So when I'm picking up on a reading, when I'm reading someone, it's like a movie. It's just automatically scanning through here. It's as if I'm getting straight downloads, airdrop, just like the iPhone, of images playing. It'll be a flash, like those little videos where they would joke and laugh about like a flash of a That's So Raven moment. It would be just like that. It would be just like that. Like, hold on, 1 second, I see something, and then I hear something, and it's always a tune. It's always some song that is so relevant to what's going on. So now it happens so frequently that it has become clear to me, okay, these are my gifts. I can hear so clearly. I can pick up on, it's like an echo. If someone has passed on, for example, and they choose to communicate or send a message, send a symbol, and I meet their loved one, for me, the message is going to come through like I'm going to see a visual play out, or I'm hearing music that is so relevant to what's going on that now I'm encouraged to share. What happened to my little light? I like my little light. I don't know how to turn it on. So, anyways, I also have the bodily sensations where if I was around someone who passed on and they were alcoholic, or someone, I, I can physically smell, taste the alcohol in my mouth, and I'm not a drinker. And it's like, now I have to ask you, do you drink? Do you have a problem? you know, where it really is leaning into the crazy. But once you still start feeling comfortable, it's like it's second nature, because it really is second nature. It truly is our second nature. I keep locking myself out of my own computer. I don't know why it does that while I'm recording. It doesn't just stop timing out. But anyways, yeah. I wish I could do this live. Get me up to 50 subscribers so I can really go live and we can talk about this back and forth. That would be so much fun, because getting into how you can pick up on your gifts and realize that everything is communicating to you, and then you have the control to filter that communication. It makes life just so much more fun and juicy, because you just like, I like being nosy, but at the same time I like to mind my I'm sorry, I just saw this picture. I like to mind my business at the same time, but when I hear some good tea that don't have anything to do with me, and even if it do got to do with me, it's like, wow, what a gift it is truly to pick up on some information that is just floating around out here. And that sounds a little crazy, but when you think about it scientifically, we all have an electrical connection, right? We are all of the stuff. We are made up of the same elements, the same minerals, the same things that are here. So we are truly connected. And then outside of this realm, we are connected to that. So it would only make sense that we have streams of communication back and forth, right? And how those streams of communication have to manifest is by our environment. So when you've seen numbers on a license plate, when you're seeing a bird, an abundance of animals, the weather is changing, but you're noticing, you're thinking something, you're so angry today, and now there's a flash flood. You start to realize that you have an influence on your environment, just like your environment has an influence on you. So everything is in a constant communication. And it's just a natural occurrence. So us being able to communicate and pick up on what a person is thinking, what their intentions are, is more than, oh, you have a trauma response, and you're picking up patterns. It is all of it. It's all of it. It's all of it. So start to pay attention to what's popping up for you. If you are getting a lot of chatter, background chatter, start to ask yourself, how do I hone in on this? How do I hear what I need to hear? How do I quiet my mind so I can hear the messages that are intended for me? Truly asking yourself is going to get your subconscious mind to feed you back those messages. We all say the brain is like a computer. So if I get on Google and I type in that question specific, I'm going to get an answer. And it just takes time to filter through what it is what's relevant for you, right? So once you start asking yourself, how do I get more money? How do I hone in on my gifts? You're going to start to get more messages that become more and more clear based on how your mind works, how you pick up on information. It's how it's going to be communicated to you.